And hello and welcome to my stream. So today as usual I'm gonna be chatting, reading comments and trying some new stuff. I mean I haven't been playing for a while on streams, but hopefully on my English language streams, but hopefully this time is gonna be good. So, and as always I hope that anything works correctly, because it's not the case always. And hello for the first viewer, Eva, Whistle, how you doing? And Bruch Moment, hello also. Northern Squirrel, Navy Circle, and I'm just greeting to all you guys. This is, usual stream where I'm gonna be reading chatting. Maybe I will try to go PvP because actually I'm gonna be honest with you, now I'm testing the streaming setup with two monitors. So actually, unlike in my other streams, I'm looking I'm just in the game now, and all the chat and stuff like that I have on a second monitor, so that's how I can go even to the PvP if my computer wouldn't die because of that. And so far I'm not quite sure. So how you been doing, guys? I mean, do you even play Red Dead Online still? Oh boy, I mean, my internet sucks, says just some guy with TV. Well, mine probably as well. No, I don't. I do. Nope, I give up, sadly. That's answers that I'm getting from my chat. Just played today, Casper says. Well, as we can see, it's not that many people on a Red Dead Online stream who are still playing, and it's kind of weird. Oh wow, when I'm in the game it's so much easier to make my shots. We need a big update. Yes, the guy with the name which I cannot read because it's in Arabian, I guess, says pretty reasonable stuff. We need the big update, and it's so true. I don't know English enough to watch streams, but I still interested in how the streams are here, says Northern Squirrel, and it's a viewer from my Russian language channel. Well, I might say that I don't know English good enough to stream, but I'm still streaming, so it's not a big problem. Hey, a cat, like your video, says Zayas. Hey, Zayas. Yes, we need an update. And by the way, do you think when the update will be available? And what do you think, guys? What do you guys think? Will it be anytime soon? Because I'm not quite sure about that. I'm afraid that the chances of us getting some big update in the next months are not extremely high. September, I think Whistle says. Well, September is not super optimistic, to be honest, but possible. Like we had the big summer update last year, and it was actually in September, which is kind of funny because I've googled it in America, September 16th or 10th, I'm not quite sure when this update was released, but still it's a summer in America, in USA, but in most world countries it's an autumn already. And yeah, we have another options opinions that September is the date for a new update. I hope that they will release it sooner, but I don't think it's gonna happen, unfortunately, because nothing was spoiled yet. Love your wits, PvP Cat. Keep them coming. I would like to keep them coming, but there is a problem. It's not much of a content for me, actually, to make any sort of new videos, unfortunately. New triple money stuff is great, says. I'm not quite sure whether I have to read nicknames such complicated as this, because probably I'm gonna mess up. But anyway, I think that triple money is great in PvP, but weirdly enough, on a PC there is still no one playing PvP, even with triple money. And I mean, it's kind of weird. They really should change the way that you should speed the horse. Yeah, the whole horse mechanic should be revoked. Like, let me for a second make an alt tab to make chat bigger and therefore easier to read, because I have some. Okay. Dude, there are more games than RDR2. Just play another game. I'm playing other games. It's just the question is, I'm not loving them enough to make any sort of a content about them, because I don't wanna do the content about the games that I'm not passionate about. And so far on the market, there is only one game that I'm passionate about to still play and to be willing to make a content, and it's Red Dead Online. And unfortunately they, you know, forget about this game, but well, I will wait. Of course, when Cyberpunk will be released, anything will change. What do you think of Han Showdown, Old West FPS? I haven't tried it yet. Why is your voice so good, PvP Cat? Well, thank you. I don't know. Not many people are thinking that my voice is so good, but I'm still. It still was a pleasure for me to hear this. So there is no better game than RDR. Mohammed Naji asks. For me, yeah. Because, you know, the world. I mean, this game is basically a broken mess of bugs, disconnects, glitches, cheaters on a PC particularly, but the world is so impressive that it's just that I still love this game. Hopefully things will change. Not quite sure whether they will change anytime soon, but you know, the world of this game is a masterpiece. RDR has great potential, they just have to set up a little. Well, they have to set up a lot of stuff to fix many stuff. That's a 2-star tier, I'm not interested. But I'm not quite sure whether they will be continuing to working on it if the next big update for Red Dead Online will fail. Because, you know, they can still just milk money from GTA. Thinking about creating a new character in RDO, just to have something to play for. Yeah, it's with all. I mean, I've lost pretty much almost lost my interest to the game last year, but then after the PC version was released, I created a new character on a PC and I kinda found a new interest to play this game. So it might be a reasonable solution. And Navy Circle 89 says, I mean, it's a great game, I still play it daily, but it's dry and buggy. Yes, I absolutely agree. In the end, though, shark cards will always bring in more cash, and that's unfortunately true as well. There is no future for RDR, forget about it, GTA 6 says. only GTA Online matters. And at this point, I'm not quite sure, maybe you are writing it directly from the Rockstar's main office, because that's exactly what Rockstar officially says to us all this time. Do you have a friend who can join you so you can please show how to one-shot headshots? Well, I've made a video about the one-shot headshots, and the short, if you are using auto-aiming, there are some problems with one-shot headshots after, I believe, Moonshiner's update. But if you are using free aiming, it's nothing pretty much changed. And we have an optimist, and our chat is Jesse Ginyu. They have an update, but COVID-19 messed up things up. That's probably not 100% true, because take a look at... Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Take a look at some other big games. You know, maybe games have released big updates, big DLCs and stuff like that. But for Rockstar, it's not. So I mean, I doubt that this pandemic situation is the main reason why we don't have updates still. Once they add heists in Red Dead Online, the player number will blow up too. I'm not quite sure about that, Zayas. I mean, unfortunately, to really blow up the player amount of players who are playing just like in GTA, wow, that was a good move. They have to release something crazy, like, you know, all those flying bikes in GTA, and otherwise it's kinda hard to get all these children who are willing to play and buy shark cards. So even, you know, for example, like Hugo says, PS5, RDR2, New Mexico. Even New Mexico won't bring that many new players as some like crazy stuff would, like flying horses with laser beams from their eyes, and, you know, vampires and stuff like that, zombies. We will see, says Boris. I was betting that new content update will be on 7th or 14th of July. It's not gonna happen on 7th of July. Just like, no way it's gonna happen on 7th of July. They have to spoiler update first. That's what they always do. Oh, I have to deliver my stuff. Not Mexico, we need Canada. Actually, I would rather see Mexico than Canada. It's my personal, like, preference. Say some sexy words in Russian, please. Oh, that's kinda... That would be too awkward. I mean, I would even say cringy. So I would rather not do it. Maybe something new is around the corner. We've been getting some crazy bonuses for the last 2 weeks. Dude, we have been getting these crazy bonuses and discounts for like last 2 months. There were many actually good discounts, but still nothing. So I get your feeling. I mean, you are too optimistic about this game, but unfortunately, I mean, most of the players lost their hope, but I haven't. I'm just not expecting something happen anytime soon. Oh, I'm so disappointed. I'd love to watch the stream, but I was about to sleep and I've been trying to fix my schedule. Well, yeah, John Dingo, go sleep. It's something that you shouldn't miss for sure, because, I mean, you can watch the stream. I don't know where will I put the link to it. It's not gonna be available. I mean, probably on my Patreon page. There is no paywall or something. I'm just posting my links to my streams there. So if you wanna revisit this stream later and see the recording, it's gonna be on my Patreon page. The link will be. When is the new Outlaw Pass? Cam, I'm from India and I love your videos. Goals DLC ask. The new Outlaw Pass will be I'm pretty sure about that. It will be with the new big update. But when there will be new big update, it's a great question. Привет, друг, says Pichenka Птичка 5. Love your videos, but love your accent more. Well, which is kind of funny. Most of my viewers from my Russian language channel who know about this channel and they visiting this English language channel and they watch some videos, they are saying that it's very frustrating for them to hear my accent and voice. It's like most of them are hating my accent, but... What's your current build? Oh, okay, let me show you. It's painted black, iron lung, peak condition and sharpshooter. I think if I would replace iron lung with strange medicine, it will be the most, you know, build for any situation. You're good for PvE with it, you're good for PvP, pretty much any sort of PvP, you're good for hunting. It's just an awesome build. PvP guy, good job on this video. It's not a video, it's a stream, but thank you. They could at least add the first or second Outlaw Pass again. Well, that's a great idea. I don't know why they haven't added. You know, they could say something like that. Okay, guys, there is a pandemic and stuff like that. We are not able to finish our big DLC now, so it will be released later, like on September or even somewhere later. But we are just to apologize for this delay. We're letting you to get this Outlaw Pass 1 or 2 again, because on a PC people haven't seen Outlaw Pass 1 and many people on consoles missed this, because I know there are many new players on an Xbox. So adding the first Outlaw Pass would be a great idea. The main problem is the lack of communication from Rockstar. It's not the lack of communication, it's like absolutely no communication at all. Is slow and steady on full speed horses OP? No, it's not. And as far as I remember, it's not. It slows your horse as well. Maybe they have fixed it. Pistol versus revolver. It's actually a good, topic for a whole big video. Unfortunately, I have no ability to use bow. Whoops. And let me finish this bandage first. Okay, this one is dead. What other game do you play other than Red Dead Online? I also play Call of Duty. I also play Magic the Gathering. And I'm looking forward to play Cyberpunk. And maybe New World from Amazon Studios. Maybe New World. To activate sharpshooter, you have to ads. You have to use scope. PvPCat, are you going to get Cyberpunk 2077? I already have pre-ordered Cyberpunk 2077, and even more, I have already made few videos on my Russian channel about Cyberpunk 2077. So I'm really looking forward for this game, because you know there will be many possibilities to create different builds, stuff like that, to test all these abilities, skills and weapons, and you know, this body upgrades. That is also gonna be a cool mechanic. So I'm definitely gonna be making a lot of Cyberpunk content on my Russian channel and on my English channel as well. I love your accent, no homo, says Mr. Chomach. Well, thank you. Is the Russian accent? It's the Russian accent, of course. You will love it. Are you going to do a walkthrough of Cyberpunk? I'm not quite sure yet. Maybe. We will see. Of course, I'm mostly looking forward to see the, you know, game mechanics of Cyberpunk. But because that's what my channel is about, you know, testing stuff. Finding out the best builds and stuff like that. But maybe I will also make a walkthrough of Cyberpunk. What is the best way to fill up your trader materials? Hunting around your camp. Mr. Chomach says that you made my channel name sound 10x better also. I'm pretty sure that I'm mispronouncing like 90% of the nicknames, and I'm apologizing for that, but I'm glad to hear that at least for once I've made with my mispronunciation to the nickname to sound cooler. Hunt animals that don't spawn. Yes, that's a problem, but if you don't have any animals, there is only one solution. You have to glitch into the solo lobby and hunt there. Unfortunately, that's the only way, and you probably know I'm not a big fan of glitches, but in this situation there is nothing you can do except for make a solo lobby glitch. Please say once my German nickname, bro. Der... I hope that it's not something bad in German, but I will try. Der Ball. So, oh, let me try again. Der Ball. Bull. You have a friend. If you have a friend, I recommend solo lobby, but it would seem that Rockstar is slowly patching animal spawns. Yes, they are patching animal spawns, but too slow. And yes, if you have a friend, you have to go to the he has to go to the poker and make you a glitch solo lobby. Do you like to drink vodka? And it depends on what do you mean by that question. Do you like to do it now or in general? But in both cases the answer is definitely... I will let you guess the answer for yourself. Make a membership thing on YouTube. I cannot do this because it's not allowed for my account. Lack of aim competition is the reason why I stopped playing and deleted the game. Hopefully Rockstar will add free aim lobbies. Free aim lobbies not gonna change too much, unfortunately. because in this game aiming process, whether you using auto aiming or free aiming, is total trash. It's not the strong side of this game, you know, all these gunfights and stuff. The strong side of this game, in my opinion, is a beautiful open world, and that's where they have to focus. That's where they have to add content. And Marcel now is talking trash again, and I'm pretty sure that any player in Red Dead Online hates this guy, especially his attentif. He says attentif. What does it mean? They reset my 195-day streak for no reason. Oh boy, Vox FTM. It's a bad thing. And actually, if you gonna contact the support, they will compensate you only 5 gold bars because of this mistake. Just some guy with TV says, I don't hate him. Well, you probably the only one. And as you can see, I have infinite loading screen now. You know, typical Red Dead Online. Marcel is the most annoyable suka in the world, and that's 100% true. Remember to stay hydrated. Oh yeah, it's a good advice actually. I'm gonna drink some water. As a French, I hate him. The actor probably isn't French because it's terrible. Okay guys, I have to probably shut down the game. So instead of the loading screen and restarting the game, you will see this beautiful picture that says something in Russian, and I've made this picture just, you know, to when something is broken, actually game is broken, to show some picture to the audience while I'm restarting the game. Do you like John Wick? You mean as a man? Oh, it's actually funny because your nickname is John Wick, but you have to specify what do you mean. You, John Wick the character, or John Wick the movie? And what does it say? This picture says snow, stream, cat. So yeah, it's snow, stream, cat. And as you can probably guess, I've made this picture like half a year ago and haven't changed it still. So anyway, John Wick asks about the movie, and yes, I like the movie. Okay, now we can turn it off, and because, you know, this pictures that anyone is so familiar. And the character I like too, and the actor I like too. I mean, actually I like John Wick. I should have answered this way, I mean, just should have said, yes, I like John Wick. Is John Wick is cyberpunk? Almost. Do you ever play Red Dead Online with President Putin? No, I don't, but while I'm playing, he's definitely watching. I love dogs more than cats. Okay, let me ban you. I have to find how to ban people. I'm just kidding. I don't know how to ban people. But you are on the thinnest of ice with phrases like I love dogs more than cats. Meow. Meow, that's a great comment, Kin Assassin. I'm pretty sure that you're a perfect human being. Because only a perfect human being could came up with such an awesome comment. How many cats do you have? I have one. Meow, another perfect human being in the chat. It's glad to see that there are so many awesome people gathered in one place. Кошки лучше собак, which translates to English just like cats are better than dogs, and I mean that's obvious, but thank you for mentioning it. Love your videos, cat, keep up the good work. Thank you. Meow meow all the way. Hey, where is John? I mean, John probably is playing like Hunt Showdown, because as far as I can tell, he's mostly focused on this game now. Unfortunately. Or maybe fortunately, maybe it's a good game, but I mean, unfortunately that there is no content, neither for me nor for John to make nowadays in Red Dead Online. You're my favorite Red Dead YouTuber. Thank you. Are you getting the new PS5? I have no idea at the moment, actually, because I don't know how much would it cost and, you know, what it will be. But so far it seems like the answer is no. That one dislike on your stream is probably a dog, it's for sure. It's for sure. $400, John Wick says. It's not no, it was some info of an insider. It's not an official information, and 400, I highly doubt that it's gonna be 400. Maybe 499, just like Arthur MX saying, maybe. And still I'm not quite sure, because you know, even if it's gonna be costing officially in USA 500, then I will be able to buy it only for 100. That's how it works, because so there will be a big question whether I have to, you know, buy PS5 or rather add some money and buy some awesome gaming PC. Now 3 dogs. 3 dogs? Oh boy. I have 3 dislikes. I mean, you have to help me in this fight against dogs, and place a like if you haven't already. Do you live in Dagestan just like Habib? No, I don't. No, this one dislike is from Outlaw Gary. Outlaw Gary is still making Red Dead Online videos, because of course I haven't checked his channel. Okay, so new counting. We have 76 cats likes and 3 dislikes. It's good enough.
I have not rested. I have stopped at nothing to create these little jugs of heaven,
Do you ever buy gold bars for Red Dead Online? Yes, I once bought 25 gold bars for $5, I believe. You know, this one-time offer, and not because I needed money, but at some point I thought, okay, maybe I should support the company. Not like they need my $5 too much, because they're getting a lot from Shark Cards for GTA, but rather to show that even in Red Dead Online there are some people who are buying gold. But it haven't worked. Okay, when I'm doing this moonshiner delivery, I have to focus on the screen, because otherwise I will break all the bottles. And you know that in a new edition of Russian Federation Constitution there is a statement that it's not allowed something you shouldn't do ever, breaking bottles of vodka. So I have to focus. It's a kind of funny moment, but once, I mean, again, 10 out of 10 deliveries, I'm being stopped by the... Okay. Yeah, here we go. Boom. Time to loot. I'll probably get another weekly disappointment on Tuesday, just like all we're all gonna get some Tuesday disappointment in a few days. The Black Arabian is basically just a flex. Well, I don't like. Why do you still loot with your money? Because it's a part of the game, that's why I'm still making a loot. Plus you can get some collectibles, and since I'm not much, you know, grinding, the collectibles is pretty useful for me to get, especially these alcohol bottles, because I'm not really finding them. Do you think Take-Two Interactive, it's a Take-Two Interactive fault or Rockstar Games fault? I have no idea whose fault this is, but someone's for sure. And it's not like, you know, often people are saying that, you know, Rockstar is a good company, who's greedy is Take-Two company. But I'm not quite sure whether that's how things work. All the companies are like based, are profit driven, I would put this word. So they care mostly about profits, not about making you or me or other Red Dead Online fan happy. I hope Rockstar will give a new update. Oh, well, yeah, that was kind of weird when they had. I was kind of pissed off when I saw that they, you know, shut down the servers for 2 hours only. I mean, it's a joke. Oh, I already broke some bottles, so there is nothing I can be worried now. Because price is the same, so I have to go faster. What horse do you use, Navy Cycle? It's not a question for me. Have a great time, bro. Thank you. Do you think the game is ever going to get an update? It has to, right? It has to. Will it ever happen? I'm not quite sure. I hope so, but I'm not quite sure. What revolvers do you dual wield? I mostly use Navy revolvers. If I'm using revolvers, it's for the majority of times Navy. Basically, I like how it looks, plus it's a good revolver, it's well balanced, good in many different situations. Why don't you customize your weapons with some gold? Because I don't like how it looks with all these gold skins. It looks like I'm playing Fortnite, not the game about Wild West, but some game for kids with all these golden guns. Golden guns makes no sense. Does Lancaster rapid fire glitch still work? Yes, it does, unfortunately, and it's kind of weird why they haven't fixed it yet, but it still works. What music do you like? Pretty much any music. Kettleman is probably the best revolver just from experience. Well, it's not proven with tests. Kettleman is not the best revolver unless we are counting the price. If you are counting the price, because first one you are getting for free and second you can buy with only $50, well, yeah, maybe Kettleman is a good choice, but if you have enough money, I suggest you to look for some different revolver. Do you listen to The Weeknd? No, I don't. Need a new video on what ability cards actually work like they are intended. Well, I guess I will probably remake best ability cards video after the big update, if it's gonna happen anytime soon, or if it's gonna happen ever. I'm for sure gonna update a video about the ability cards. I have all my guns black or brown steel. Well, yeah, it's a good choice. What horse do you use and why? I use Shire horse because I like how it looks. What is the next video you will make about Red Dead Online? I have no idea. Probably about the next Disappointment Tuesday. I will try to make it funny or something, but you know, there is not too much content at the moment in the game.
Yes, this will work very nicely.
After a while you start using horses based on looks rather than stats. Yes, I agree with Navy Circle 89. Because after a while, and maybe after watching some of my testing videos, you will find out that the difference, actual practical difference between different horses is not significant. Count the Tuesdays is not going to change. Unfortunately, yes, it's not seems to change anytime soon. You should do a collab with Hazard or The Professional. I'm not quite sure whether Professional is making Red Dead Online videos or something. And with Hazard I have no idea whatsoever. I know, I mean, it's kinda hard to make a collab with Hazard, not because he's not gonna do this, because he banned me on his channel after a few of my sarcastic comments about his videos, but because our type of content, mine and Hazard, are pretty different. I would put it this way. I have like pretty similar type of content with Sly Rakan or something, but not with Hazard. Can you and John Sly Rakan do more streams together? We would, when we will have some topic to talk about. And since we are playing on a different platforms, we cannot do like, PvP or something. I'm not actually making PvP on streams because for me it's super hard to perform in PvP and read the chat at the same time, but I guess I could have tried. But unfortunately we are on a different platform, so all we can do is talk about the game, and nothing has changed since our last discussion, which was like 2 months or 3 months ago with Sly Rakan. What's the Lancaster fire glitch? You can, if you want to, you can Google it, but it's a crappy glitch that many people are using. It allows Lancaster to shoot super fast, and it definitely has to be fixed because it's like from the last September in the game, so it's almost 1 year in the game, and many people in PvP are suffering from it, but Rockstar just doesn't care. I'm from Russian, but I live in German. Lemon says. Oh, there is a question who's from Russian language channel. Okay, let me shoot this deer. Bad shot. Oh. I will still have finish him. Not worth it, broke the PvP. If, I guess you are talking about the Lancaster glitch, is definitely broke the PvP, but there is a way to counter it, so I'm just gonna say you one word. Slippery bastard. Actually it's two words, but you got my point. Slippery bastard counters Lancaster rapid fire glitch. PvP Cat, you should find another game to do videos on. Well, I would like to, but you know, there are not so many games that I really love, and since I'm not a professional YouTuber or content creator, I don't want to do content on a stuff that I'm not enjoying. It's not like I'm not enjoying Call of Duty or Magic the Gathering, it's just I'm not enjoying it enough to be sure that I will start making videos, and I will still be I will still have some, like, you know, motivation to do videos on these games like in a few months. And on the other hand, I'm pretty sure that if Red Dead Online will be updated, I will be glad to make content videos on this game, like for a long time at least. Do you have a job? Yes, I do. And what is this job? I'm not gonna tell you. Can't play PvP anymore. Anyone cheats? Yeah, there are actually lots of cheaters on a PC. Not like too many, but there are some. And maybe glitchers and stuff like that. How do you feel about Cyberpunk? I feel super hyped about Cyberpunk. You know what? I'm gonna make a Russian language video why I'm so hyped about Cyberpunk, despite the fact that, you know, reviews from all these journalists who had a privilege to play it earlier were not super great, but I still hyped. And maybe I will make the same video in English. LOL, ask people, and like 95 of people would say Deadeye is cheating. It's not the same with rapid fire, because Deadeye is something that available for anyone, but and it works just in the most cases, just like it's supposed to work. You know how the developers meant it to work. But rapid fire is a clear glitch, so it's not the same. You should play Last of Us 2. I don't have PlayStation 4, so it's not for me. I have an Xbox, but you know, there is no Last of Us 2. I wanted to address one of your comments regarding revolvers, Cat. I wanted to mention, Schofields to me are the best revolvers, since damage is similar to others, but reload is way faster. Well, reload doesn't matter too much in some real PvP, or even in PvE situation. You're not gonna do reload because, oh boy, let me shoot this, because you would rather swap weapons. Bad shot. Making too many bad shots while streaming. And was as for Schofields, you see, it's not like a bad weapon, it's just other revolvers are much better choice. And again I ruined the belt. How much time do you have in the story? Not much at all. Do you use solo lobby glitch? I don't, because I don't need to. There is enough of there are plenty animals on the PC. Use bowman. I can use painted black and it doesn't matter what would I use. I'm just like... Lately I'm trying not to use painted black while hunting. You know, to have a little bit of practice with shooting. Because mostly I don't do PvP for a long time now. And when I'm playing in PvP, I'm always using mouse and a keyboard. I'm not using controller. So just not to lose all the skill of aiming with the controller, when I'm hunting, I'm not using painted black. Bow and bolt action rifle have the same chance when hunting. Actually not. Bow is some problem with the bow. You see, when you make it like this, and you have to make it like this, use painted black and then shoot. So let's say you're placing a mark on a head of the animal, and then you're shooting, but bow has some flying time, and sometimes animal moves like the way that, you know, I would say it, I will put it like in easy language. The arrow will hit the animal's ass and it will ruin the carcass. It just happens sometimes because of the arrow flying time if you're shooting from the long distances. So that's why I prefer to use bolt action rifle or Springfield rifle when hunting. Did you get the 1000 Condor egg? I don't play this in this event. I believe that when it originally came out, like last September, I played it once, a few times, and I actually won it once. But I'm not much about this. I'm not a big fan of this, you know, event. You see, when you're shooting without painted black, like many shots are bad because animal moves and stuff like that. So, Eliani Clark asks, they do almost identical damage to others, and reload is important. Llama Navy reload is really slow, and not always you will switch weapon at all times. You have to switch weapons. If you're gonna be staying and reloading, you will just die. It doesn't matter how long it takes to reload your weapon, like 2 seconds or 5 seconds, you will still die in PvP. You have to switch, and you have to use this fast switch option. So you're like shooting, then you're like boom, and boom. Otherwise you will be dead. So reload for any weapon is something that doesn't matter on practice at all. What's the name of your Russian channel? It's called Red Cat Redemption. What do you think about the Modern Warfare's controversial depiction on Russian military? I haven't played in story mode in the Modern Warfare, so I have nothing to say about it. What's better, Carcano or Rolling Block? Depends on what you are using it for. For example, I'm using Carcano rifle only with short scope, just like it's not a sniper rifle, but it's a repeater, or, you know, instead of bolt action rifle, I have some lugs at the moment. And Rolling Block I'm using with the long scope, just like a pure sniper rifle. If you have to compare them with the same type of scopes, for example, with a long scope as a sniper rifle for free roam PvP, then it's kind of hard to tell. Have you found a tree treasure map in Red Dead Online? Many times, actually. I many times found a treasure map on a tree. By the way, about the treasures, let's find out some treasure. Treasure maps. I'm pretty bad with all these geographical names in Red Dead Online world, so I will just pick any. Oh, it's pretty far from my location, but let's travel, because traveling is something I can do while reading the chat. Best way to make money: collector role. That's the best way to make money. Do you think Russian language is hard to learn? I don't think it's extremely hard to learn. But I'm not quite sure. It doesn't matter what he thinks, Russian is indeed hard. Well, any language is... You can say that any language is hard. I mean, if they're not pretty similar. So, for example, if you're from Germany, I guess it's gonna be... For you, it's gonna be much easier to learn English than for a Russian speaker to learn English. He speaks so damn fast in Russian. Yeah, I actually speak much faster in Russian than I do in English, and it makes sense because English is not my native language. Plus, I have strong accent, so to, you know, to not sound like this, like, hello, comrades. I have to speak a little bit slower, just to make sure that I'm pronouncing pretty much all the words correctly. At least I'm trying. And also, of course, I have some difficulties with the vocabulary. The best location for hunting is near the swamps, lots of gators. I disagree with this completely. Big Valley is good for hunting, Heartlands is good for hunting, but farming gators is not worth it. They are just like, you know, not give you enough materials. If you grew up speaking a Germanic or Latin language, it's gonna be tricky. Well, maybe if you, it's gonna be easier for you to learn a language from the same group, for example, like Spanish. So I'm not quite sure whether they are from the same group, but I guess so. Spasiba for the reply, Cat. I think you do great videos, but I have played as long as you have, and Schofield are the best revolvers. Just my opinions. Look, if you're using Schofields, it's perfectly fine, because you know difference, like real difference in effectivity between Schofields and, let's say, Navy revolvers is like 5%. Yes, Navy revolvers are better, but it's only 5% difference. And if you have a lot of, you know, skill and experience playing in PvP, for example, you will still do fine with Schofields. But it doesn't matter, I mean, for you it doesn't matter which weapon to use, because skill gap is too huge, and the real difference in, you know, in stats, not stats, but test proven stuff between Schofield and Navy is not so important. However, if you would play in a, you know, if there was some sort of a matchmaking rating, you will probably see that most of the good players would use, first of all, none of them will use revolvers at all, because, you know, pistols are much better for PvP. But if they would have to use revolvers, it's not gonna be Schofield. How do you farm animal fat? I don't use explosive ammo at all, so I don't farm animal fat. But when I was playing on an Xbox and making, you know, all these guides, I found out the best road to farm a lot of fat. So we're starting at roads. Perfectly if we're gonna start in the early morning. Then we farm some ducks here and there. Then we go north. Here we can spot some pigs. And we are looking to reach the heartland overflow because there is a lot of ducks. And we're good. We have enough. We have enough animal fat after making this, 10 minutes road. Feed your horse, he is hungry. No, he's not, he's fine. I use navies for PvP, don't like pistols. What do you think of the navy Colt? If you're not using pistols, I mean, in my opinion, navy is the best choice among other revolvers. Do you play sports? What's your favorite sport? I play football sometimes, and I'm talking about the real football, which in America for some reason is called soccer. I play chess. I used to play tennis back in the day when I was studying in the university, but it was a long time ago, so I don't play it anymore. You fan of Dynamo? Not like a fan of Dynamo, but I mean, my son goes to Dynamo, so I guess I have to. Which part of Russia are you from? For me to know when you stream. I have no idea when I'm streaming. I mean, my streams are extremely random, so it's not gonna help. Are there any English words you have particular trouble with? Yes, lots of any ones that you can hear from my pronunciation of Z. That as it sounds the. I have big troubles pronouncing it. And it's kind of weird because when I was learning English, I was doing fine, at least when I was passing the FCE exam. I had like much clearer pronunciation, but now with no practice, I have some problems. Didn't knew you had a son, that's cool. I actually have 2 sons, and the older one is playing for Dynamo. How would you say? Okay, I'm trying to not to pronounce unknown names because just in case, with all this, SJW. Movement, say something wrong and get banned. Maybe this means something extremely offensive to, some sort of, I don't know even who. Have you been to Serbia? No, I've been to Bulgaria, Czech Republic, Poland, from this region, Hungary a few times, and Romania, but never been to Serbia. Can you not read this comment? I cannot already, because I have already read this comment. I met this guy the one day and he's playing Red Dead Online with his grandpa. They love to hunt in this game. Wow, that's a cool story actually. What is your opinion on rapid fire Lancaster being used by so many people ruining PvP? I mean, it's a glitch. People should get banned if they're using glitch in a competitive, in some sort of a competitive PvP. That's my position. If, the bow one-shots on some cards, but it's not a glitch for sure. I'm pretty sure that it's made on purpose. I have no idea why, but I'm pretty sure that Rockstar meant bow to kill with one shot on, let's say, hostile territory. But they didn't meant rapid fire to work like it works. The same goes for the no radar glitch. It's another trash that anyone who's using should get banned for. That's my position. Do you smile? I'm already smiling. I'm basically laughing. My mom hates it when I play RDR. She just calls the game horse. Well, back in the day when I was like playing World of Warcraft, and my mom once saw how I'm playing. You know, I've been playing as a druid in a cat's shape. I was running around as a cat because I was playing as a druid. And she said that this game is probably called the ass of the cat because that's the only thing you can see on the screen. And so the horse is not the best title, actually. Have you ever seen or experienced the parlay glitch? You can shoot at them, but they can shoot you. I've seen this once. I've never experienced it, and it's a total trash again. They should get banned for this. Хорошо смеется тот, кто смеется последним, which translates to English just something like truly laughs. The one who, the one who laughs last is the one who truly laughs. So many problems with the game. Yeah, indeed. And the biggest problem is that Rockstar doesn't care about glitches until they affect the economy. If there is some money or even worse, gold bar glitch, they will fix it immediately. If there is some glitch, when people, not even a glitch, here is the story. I've been getting many times these messages from the Rockstar game on a PC, and it was of course not the message from the Rockstar games, but the message from cheaters. And they haven't done nothing. But one day, some people started to, send these messages of racist nature. And Rockstar fixed it extremely fast. Love the one who laughs last. Yeah, it's even better translation. Have you seen the off-radar glitch? Off-radar glitch is one I've seen. Are you a fan of Khabib Nurmagomedov or UFC at all? Not. No. Both answers is no. As long as people keep playing, Rockstar really has no intensive to fix anything. Well, I'm not quite sure that it's necessarily true, but they are not doing, let's put it this way, they are not doing excellent job in fixing glitches, unfortunately. Rockstar only act when it's in their favor. Yes, that's true, but it's true not for Rockstars. I mean, people also mostly act when it's in their favor, at least in some way. Well, the treasure should be somewhere here, but I'm not quite sure where. You should stream chess. It's quite popular on Twitch. I can stream Twitch. I can stream chess. Not like there will be too many viewers for me, but do you ever stream on Twitch? I'm sometimes streaming PvP in Russian, but not often. So where is this treasure? I think it might be behind the waterfall. Yes, so let's check it. Nope, it's not here. What do you think about people who spawn the KKK? That's another story when Rockstar actually had to do something about the cheaters, and they reacted pretty fast. But it's a shame that, you know, they're not fixing any cheats and problems like that until something like, you know, something as stupid as this happens. What WTF? Top сегодня. What is it? It's from my Russian language stream. It's a top donators on my streams. On English language streams, I'm not getting any donations, so I guess I should turn it off. But on the other hand, why not? It's on the top of the waterfall. Yeah, it seems like it is. So I have to go up on the hill and see. What do you think of the PvP and ability cards in RDR2 Online? Well, ability cards are fine. I mean, the whole system is okay. There is definitely some imbalance, and some ability cards are total trash. I would say most ability cards are not good. But the idea with this ability cards is something I like. But they just have to fix it. On the other hand, PvP is a big joke at the moment. There are way too many problems and none of them is being fixed by Rockstar, so PvP is not in a great state. Do you want people who do the trader glitch to be banned? Well, it's a different question. I mean, on the one hand, they are not doing anything bad for other players, unlike people who are using these PvP glitches. But on the other hand, you know, before this I would say that they are ruining the economy of the game, but it's not necessarily true, because the economy is ruined a long time ago. Oh, here we got the treasure. Whoops. Boom. So I'm not quite sure, but they should be warned for this, it's for sure. Not banned, but maybe some sort of a penalty they should get for this. But the people who are using Off the Radar or this parlay glitch, they should be banned if they are overusing it. Happy Cat, do you think they will ever fix rapid fire? I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure whether they will ever fix rapid fire, because it seems like they don't care about this. That's the problem, you know. I'm pretty sure it's not the hardest glitch to fix. But it's been in a game for a while now and nothing happened, so the only conclusion is that they just don't care. How many times did you stream per week? I mean, once per 2 weeks. I'm not streaming too often. And in English I'm streaming even. Is rapid fire the same as hip shots? No, it's not. Oh, this time we have a treasure pretty close. And as you can see, I have a lot of money. By this time I have almost 26,300 gold bars, and unfortunately there is nothing to buy for all this money. Oh boy. I ruined the pelt, but at least I'm gonna take it. What time is it for you? For me it's 15:47. What is Rockstar prioritizing? GTA Online is the answer. That's what they are prioritizing. Where do you have your moonshine cabin? I have it in Saint Denis. Not in Saint Denis, but in Lemoyne. But it's not the optimal place for a moonshine cabin. It's just, you know, since I have nothing to do in this game, I'm testing where's the best location for moonshine cabin, and I will make, maybe I will make a video about that pretty soon, someday. When do you think the next update will come? I have no idea. I would say that it's quite possible that it would come in next 2 months. I mean, until the beginning of September. I would say it's like 50 to 60% probability. Maybe even more. But I don't think that it will come in July. Next update in 100 years. That's what the chat says. Optimistic. For me the best one is Great Plains for various reasons. I also tried Heartlands first. For me Heartlands is probably the best place for a moonshine cabin. But yeah, Tall Trees could be also a reasonable choice, and Grizzly also a good one. The worst are definitely Tumbleweed and Lemoyne. Best dual-wield weapons to use. Mauser pistols, I guess. Okay, I'm trying to... What about Big Wally? Big Wally is Grizzlies. It's just called, when you are placing your cabin, at least in Russian, it says Grizzlies. Let me, oh no. Choose shack location. Grizzlies, yeah. You're placing, you know, shack there and camp in Big Wally, and you're hunting, and it's a good place. Since when did you become a gamer? Since 1989. And many people will be surprised now because they think that I wasn't even born in 1989. But that's when I played first time on a PC. So I can call myself a gamer since then. What's your favorite activity in Red Dead Online? Probably, like, you know, just traveling, hunting, looking for stuff, and unfortunately we have been disconnected. What did you study in the university? Telecommunication systems. I'm an engineer in telecommunications. Honestly, they are probably just waiting on next-gen consoles, Xfear Non says, to push GTA more and make more money. Well, it seems like true, but maybe they will also try to push Red Dead Online as well on the next-generation consoles. Actually, that's my opinion why there is no big update. They are waiting for the next gen. Aaron says, how old are you? I'm 35 at the moment. So first played on a PC when I was 4. It was Soviet Union. Said. Maybe I was 5, I'm not quite sure. Maybe it was 1990. how fast is your internet? It's decent, unfortunately, because I'm thinking about buying second internet. Because I have some issues with this internet. Oh, you 1 year older than me, Cat, Red Dead Serious Games says. Well, yeah, I'm not proud of that, but it's fact. Do you think resupply missions for the trader depend on camp location? I don't do resupply missions ever, so I'm just, you know, ordering supplies. So I'm not quite sure about that, I'm too lazy to do them. Do you ever play Red Dead Online with your sons? No, but sometimes when I'm off the... when I'm just, you know, went to get some water or something, sometimes they are playing instead of me. And I'm not allowing... It's another word that's hard for me to pronounce. You know, they have allow. Anyway, they don't have my permission to play, but they're playing. And once, because my 4-year-old son shoots some random guy for some reason, I even had to fight in free roam with this. And that's how I became a griefer. Is poker banned in your region? No, it's not. I can't play anything related to poker in both GTA and Red Dead Online. No, here it's not banned. Zdravo Cat. That's probably from Poland. Schofield or Navis? For me, Navis all day. Do you have an Xbox One? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Why PvP Cat and not PvP Dog? Well, I don't know what to say. It's obvious. Because cats are cool. Do you think they will forget last gen right away? Or we will get at least another major update? I think we will get some update, but I'm not quite sure whether it's gonna be something major. So, you know, just not to lose. They might release some decent update, just not to lose too much of a company reputation. Because, you know, all this hate that people nowadays are sending to Rockstar Games in Twitter and pretty much anywhere. I'm not quite sure whether they bother too much, but maybe releasing some sort of a small DLC with like photographer role and maybe new outlaw pass will help the situation a bit. Engineering telecommunications, very good, Cat. Oh, thank you. It's not like I'm working as an engineer in telecommunications, because it's just I have a degree in that. Why not PvP Bear? It's a good question. It's a good question. It's a lot to think about. I have lots of things to think about now. And actually, as you probably noticed, my nickname, which is only PvP Cat, doesn't suit my channel too much lately, because I'm not like doing too much PvP nowadays. Rockstar deserve hate, Red Dead Serious Games says. Well, after all, they're doing good product. Yes, they're not supporting it, but they are not cheating people or something. They are not, you know, making any crime. So I strongly disagree with the statement that they deserve hate. It's just not a mindset that belongs to me, let's say. I mean, hating people for not doing something it's not what I do. But I definitely disappointed with Rockstar. What's your approach towards griffins? Fight them, run away, or how do you deal with them? Back in the day when I was playing on an Xbox, I always was fighting griffers. Like, it doesn't matter how many griffers. I never was calling for any support, despite the fact that, you know, I have extremely big Russian language community and I can call for many peoples to help me. But I was fighting them alone when I met them. It doesn't matter how many griffers there were. But on a PC, most of the time, first of all, I'm not spotting too many griffers. And secondary, I just don't care. Sometimes I fight with them, but most of the time they are not any good. Sometimes I just continue traveling because, you know, at some point I got a little bit disappointed with PvP in general in this game, and then I thought that, like, I lost a little bit of interest to fighting griffers. Have you watched Django Unchained? Yes, indeed, I've seen this video, and it's good. They don't deserve hate, but we deserve an update. Well, that's true. And then Ronan KHL said old players. Not like only old players deserves an update for this game. All the players deserve an update. Fix RDR online equals everything you can do in single player plus online story minus single player story. Well, this formula is a little bit hard for me to understand. I will try to do this. Everything you can do plus online story minus single player. Well, yeah, it's too much to expect, to be honest. Now when I get what have you meant. Yeah, Rapid Fire, Lancaster and Corcana makes PvP unplayable. Many stuff makes PvP unplayable, like Off-Raider glitch, Infinite Tonics glitch, what else? Stuff like that. Chronos Max, don't forget about the Chronos Max. Many problems with PvP in this game, just like pretty much in any game, but this game suffers a lot, not only because of some in-game bugs and stuff like that, but also because of the fact that there is no dedicated servers. Explosive ammo is not something that is too powerful. Explosive ammo is actually okay now. It's not overpowered by any means. Dynamite arrows are, but not an explosive ammo. Cat was already in PvP. No, not on the stream, because if I'm gonna go to PvP, I won't be able to read the chat. Oh, here we got many gooses. Oh, I was trying to find treasure, so I guess I have to stick with the treasure hunting. Does tank build still works in PvP? It's still strong in PvP, but it's not overpowered, because now when you get in damage you are not able to drink tonics. Also, you're not able to drink tonics. Well, actually you can drink tonics while you in a dead eye, if you like super fast on moving, not on moving, if you know, pressing buttons, you still can drink tonics. It's another glitch, by the way, in my opinion. But still, most of the people are not able to drink tonics while in Dead Eye, so the tank build is not as strong as it used to be, but it's still pretty strong, and it's still a problem. Is your current build good for PvP? I would say it's like, I will use it in PvP. It's okay. It's pretty good, actually. You can do better builds for a specific type of PvP. But in general, I will play in pretty much any sort of PvP with this build. I came back after 6 months and the only thing that I had to do was about 3 Moonshine missions. That's it. Ozzy 247. So actually I remember, you know, nickname Ozzy, I guess. So yeah, if you haven't been playing for 6 months, it's like nothing has changed during this time. So it's kinda hard to expect you to come back and enjoy the game if you stopped playing, unfortunately. Is your defense build still good right now? Well, yeah, it's pretty good. You see, the problem with this game, with builds in this game, is that defensive builds are so much superior than the offensive builds, just because of the one thing, because of the fact that tonics are overpowered. Like, tonics are extremely strong. And that's why, and since defensive builds are benefiting from tonics, just like any other build, but they benefit more, they are so strong. I reduced my online playing time, said Zarif Mahmoud. Disconnects multiple times and repetitive. I'm playing story mode again, feels refreshing. Well, I'm actually looking, I'm thinking about finally finish the story mode. Tonics should be banned in PvP. So true. Tonics should be banned in PvP. I agree with that. They should only allow tonics, gray ones, like this one. Opened Hell's Cure, something like that. Tonics that don't, you know, fortify your statuses, but only fill them. That's how tonics can be good, but not the way they are now. What do you think when will the new update arrive and what it will be? When it will arrive, I have no idea. I guess, like, not soon, but I hope that in next 2 months we will know about it, something. And what will it be? Again, no idea. Hopefully something big. And that's what she said, joke. Since when you are playing Red Dead Online? Since day 1 of beta. Level 3 Hell's Cure, for example, is too good. It's not just good, it's overpowered. It's extremely good. Okay, so treasure should be somewhere here. Is your character based on Rasputin? Yes, Tactical Teddy. Thank you for mentioning this, because my character is Rasputin. Okay, so maybe the treasure is around here. Let's take a look. Nope, it's not here. So I guess I've went to the different direction. Should be somewhere here. Can you laugh? As I've already mentioned on this stream, I'm laughing all the time. I'm actually laughing right now. Oh, here we go. Treasure. Cat, I put a comment on one of your videos asking would you live stream single player if you have the time. Well, if I would probably do this in Russian language, because honestly I have no idea how to stream single players, and it's gonna be super hard for me, and just to get used to do something at least of a decent quality. And in Russian it's gonna be a little bit easier for me. But on the other hand, my accent, as you probably can see by now, I have a little accent, but it can make the streaming of the story mode a little bit more not interesting but different. Is the song Rasputin known of all in Russia? It's extremely popular. Was in the Soviet Union. The song was extremely popular in Soviet Union. Unlike many, by the way, popular Western songs, this one and Boney M in particular were like super popular. Oh boy, again. Have to finish the poor deer. So I have to deliver moonshine, I believe. What's the name of your Russian channel? It's Red Cat Redemption. Just like you know, like Red Dead Redemption, but instead of that, there is a cat. It's funny. Ha ha. What do you think? How much money and gold we should grind for the next update? It's an interesting question. I would say that $10,000 and 100 gold bars should be enough for sure. And like 50 gold bars and $3,000 won't be enough for sure. What update? That's a good question from the chat. I hate when griefers try to fight me because I'm decent in game. They boot me offline. Rockstar needs to hide people IPs in Red Dead Online. Indeed, they have to, because booting is another big problem and another reason why there is no and ever won't be any competitive PvP in this game. Is the fact that we have peer-to-peer connections, so anyone can see your IP, you can get booted, you can be, your game can be, you can be disconnected from the game at any time on both consoles and on a PC. On a PC there are even more issues with that, so unfortunately that's a big problem. I'm grinding for 100k and 1k gold. I have 50k now and 815 gold. Well, it's not like you need all that money because you're probably not gonna be able to spend them ever, but it's a good goal. Someone else asked, I don't know if you remember, but some time ago I asked you if it was possible to make one-shot horse melee build. I tested and it turns you can't one-shot players, you can, but you can one-shot NPCs. Yeah, it makes sense. As for one-shot builds, there is a one-shot build for Springfield rifle, but it's just extremely stupid because you have to use sharpshooter, short game, and horseman, I believe, or Landon's patience. Do you recommend buying all the fans, all pamphlets from the fans? I don't. I don't recommend you to buy all the pamphlets because most of the pamphlets are useless. I mean, pretty much any pamphlet that has the name horse in the title is just a waste of money. What if someone uses booting against griefers? It's still booting. It doesn't change anything that someone is using booting against griefers. This person is still a cheater and it should be banned from the game forever. Doesn't matter whether he's using it against the griefers. Because you might not like griefers, but griefers are not like... They are not how to say it, validating the game rules is anyway. Actually, the game designed by the Rockstars the way that griefers exist. They encourage people to grief. But booting is a different kind of story. What is your current daily challenge streak? I believe 1 day. Let me check it. Yes, 1 day, because I wasn't doing any daily challenges yesterday for sure. Do you think the Lancaster or Evans repeater is better, and what do you use? In PvP I would prefer Lancaster, because not many people know that, but for some reason it has like longer auto aim range. And in PvE I would rather use Evans because it simply has more bullets. And in PvE you can use pretty much any weapon, doesn't matter really. So let me finish this moonshine delivery. Is bow still viable for PvP? Bow is extremely good for PvP. Especially if you're playing on a PC with mouse and a keyboard. I don't think poison arrows do much damage. Yes, that's true. Poison arrow is a total trash. It deals less damage, if I remember correctly from my tests. It deals less damage than the target would regenerate just standing still. So if you hit someone, he will lose a little bit of damage but regenerate even more damage, so it's extremely stupid. What do you think of Rockstar AI systems? I mean, what do you mean by AI? How enemy NPCs are acting, they are not super great. It's actually decent, but not super great. But if you mean AI of the NPCs in general, you know, how people are reacting to your actions in the world and stuff like that, then this part of the game is awesome. So what do we have here? Let's check. Oh, it's a trap. And I have lugs. Luckily, with the sawed-off shotguns and auto-aiming, even with... oh boy, I almost killed him. Even with lugs you can easily kill the NPCs. I almost died, but... what do you think? Will Red Dead Online rise up? I hope it will, but I'm not quite sure. Lawman, wait a second, I have to loot all the enemies. Do Express Armor Carcana have the same damage as the Express Armor Rolling Block? No, Express Armor Rolling Block has so much bigger damage, higher damage than Carcana. Okay, it's my duty to free you. Okay. Here you go. Do you think Rockstar will ever make a great game set in Russia? Probably no.
Thanks again, citizen.
Thanks again, citizen. Oops. It's a misclick. I'm sorry. I wasn't meant to do this. And here we go. It's a cheater. Oh, you just saw how cheating works in this game. You saw it suddenly, day became the night. So here we go. Cheating detected. I guess I will have to switch the session. I have Lone Wanderer says, whoops, when I'm trying to read the chat I do some weird stuff. I have 193 days daily streak. I'm thinking about letting it die now that Fallout 76 is coming to Game Pass. Wow, if you are thinking about stop playing Red Dead Online for Fallout 76, it's a bad sign for Red Dead Online. I mean, Fallout 76, at least on the release, was the worst game ever. But they have fixed it, as I've heard. But still, I mean, losing to Fallout 76 is just super bad. Why can I never one-shot a buffalo with bolt action? I'm not quite sure actually. I believe that you have to be able to one-shot buffalo with a headshot, express armor. It should be a one-shot. Maybe you need some damage ability card. My messages aren't showing up. Well, actually they do. Your messages are showing up. I love Red Dead Online. MJSS. Just wish they would fix it. And that's pretty much same for, I believe, any Red Dead Online player. Hello, PvP Cat. Hello. Man, please go PvP. I will try to do this, but there is a problem. I like have no idea how would I do PvP and read the chat. Plus, when I'm streaming, since I have only one PC for streaming and playing, sometimes my computer lagging so bad. But I will try to do it now. Just saying, it's not. I'm not quite sure whether it's gonna work out. Do belts stack on hunting wagon? Yes, they do. And if so, how many? I'm not quite sure how much belts you can stack there. Well, it's actually good. It's a good something to check. Are high velocity rounds still broken? Yes, for some reason they are. Okay, let's go PvP. PvP. It was a jingle for PvP. Let me take this rifle. I'm just warning you. It's not. I'm not quite sure whether I will be able to perform, like not crappy because of the streaming stuff. When I'm, you see, because when I'm streaming on Twitch, I have chat overlay over my screen, and since I have for some reason this option on my YouTube channel when I'm streaming, I have to actually look to the second monitor, and it's gonna be kind of hard for me. How do you have 327 gold bars? It's because I was making daily challenges and playing PvP. PvP also gets you a lot of dollars. And you can see the, you know, the current state of PvP on a PC. It's super hard to find any lobby, at least for me, even on a holiday, even when it's triple money paid. So that's why I'm actually not doing PvP too much. Are you on a PC? Yes, I am. PvP in Red Dead Online is the best PvP ever. Well, local Bitcoin, I would strongly disagree with you. Like, your name is PvP. Yeah, it makes sense. But PvP in this game is far from perfect. I like PvP, but I hate Painted Black. Yes, without Painted Black it would have been much interesting, but it's just too overpowered. So if you're going to PvP, you should consider using it. 1 out of 32. Yikes. Actually now it's 2 out of 32, but it doesn't change anything. Even if we're going to start the game, oh boy, we will be heads up. It's I have to leave now because, you know, playing with two players on this huge tall trees PvP map is a joke. Should I buy the Aquila Machete? No, you should not. Let's try another PvP. Let me PvP and maybe Takeover series will let us to find better lobby, but I doubt that, because last time I've tried to find any game in Takeover series, there was like no players at all. Do you think that Rockstar will release a patch update to remove the trader glitch? Maybe. Do you have Twitch channel? Yes, I do, but it's only in Russian language. What is the best PvP shooter game on your opinion? Well, do you mean the game that is currently played? Then I would pick Call of Duty, last one. What is the trader glitch? I'm not gonna tell you. Oh, here we go. We have the lobby and we have no players at all. And it's not gonna change. I just trust me. I've been waiting for like 15 minutes. I was like, let me see. How long should I wait to get a full lobby? And keep in mind that there are triple payouts for PvP this week, and I was trying to do this in a prime time, in the Central European evening, and there was no one, like no one plays this. I have no idea why. And I guess now we can tell why there is no players there. For example, Alessandra Martinez says, God, I hate the special edition takeover. And it seems like people are hating this special edition takeovers. I actually I don't know why. I enjoyed them, but it seems like people are not happy with it. So as you can see, that's why I'm not playing too much on the PvP. And Benya says, передай привет русским зрителям, which translate to please say hello to all the Russian viewers, and that's what I'm doing now. Maybe connect to Australian server, so and I will have ping of 300 or something. On console you have players. Last time when I was playing on a console, and it was on Xbox like half a year ago, there was no players in PvP either. But since Red Dead Redemption in a Game Pass, I guess there are many players now, but it's like, no. And here we go, Sport of Kings. Like really, this game mode should be deleted from the game entirely. God, I mean, really, with triple payouts, there is not possible to find any PvP game. That's sick. Well, and now you see why I'm not playing PvP too much. Let me try this one more time. Quick join and shootout series. And unfortunately in a featured series there is a battle royale and I just don't like this mode. But maybe there are some games in the featured series, I don't know. I still can get full PvP matches on PS4. Yes, actually on PS4 there are many players as far as I can tell, but not on the PC for some reason. What is going on? I'm trying to find a PvP match. Are you on a PC? Yes, I am. The PvP in this game is so depressing, says dude with a nickname I'm not allowed to read. And here we go, Sport of Kings. So, actually, you've been asking for some PvP experience from Only PvP Cat, and you just saw my personal experience in PvP. It's like you joining, waiting, joining, waiting, joining, waiting for like 5 or 10 minutes, and you are saying like, oh god damn it, I would rather go and, you know, search for some treasures. Good morning from Canada, Jim says. Hello, Jim. And even if you're gonna find PvP match, that's gonna be one of two scenarios. Scenario number one, it just gonna win easily because no one knows what they are doing. Scenario number two, there will be a cheater who will just cheat like real life. A few days ago I've been playing a match and dude has unlimited explosive ammo. Not explosive ammo even, but dynamite arrows. And no one was even trying to kick him, because I don't know why. And sometimes, like in extremely rare occasion, you will find some real competition, but it's not happening too often. I guess I'm lucky. My real life friend and wife play with me. If I have solo, I wouldn't play as much, says MJS. Well, yeah, it's good when you have someone to play with, but still, without the content, I assume that you will be looking for some other game to play with your wife and friends, just because, you know, pretty much any game is fun to play when you playing with your friends, but some are just better, the ones that have more content. Dispatch Rider. It's a... oh, I don't like these PvP events, they are extremely stupid. Red Dead Online is Rockstar Unwanted Child, says Daniel Manole. Yes. Abandoned unwanted child. I think Rockstar games are for console, they're strange on PC. Well, yes, Red Dead Redemption is definitely a game that was made for console, and PC port was made poorly in many ways. But there is a problem that the game became broken on the consoles as well, because without animals I just don't like to play. Because I like hunting, stuff like that. The next update will be Cowboys vs Aliens in Red Dead Online. Amaze Rafe says. Well, actually, someday it's possible that we will see something like that. What the hell happening? Oh, I'm being shot. Let me give my deer, and I guess we have some PvP that found us. Okay, here we go.
Impatient, ain't you?
I wasn't playing in a PvP with controller for a long time. I've been using only mouse and a keyboard, but I will try now. And here's a so is it good now? Yeah. Let me take a look where they are. Oh, maybe they are delivering something. Why they have attacked me? Let's go and find out. Well, it seems like they are not looking for a fight because they're just going. Let me take a look at the levels. If they are low levels. Oh, they are low levels. I'm not gonna fight with them. Probably he made it unintentionally. Because low players often do stuff like that. And it's nothing interesting in fighting level 16. Unfortunately. Steal their materials. I mean, like, it's a new players, why would I fight them? Occasionally he shoot me. Whatever. On the other hand, I still have nothing to do, but... Maybe they misfired. Yeah, when I see low level players doing so and not, you know, they wasn't trying to shot me again. So I believe they just misfired, so whatever. Low levels aren't fun. Yeah, it's true, because it's no honor in killing low level players unless they, you know, like really trying to get problems. I mostly do poker in Red Dead Online now, which is kinda weird and sad, but poker in Red Dead Online is also made extremely poorly, unfortunately. Why you didn't finish the story? For a variety of reasons. I hear duckies. Oh, here, maybe there are duckies. No, it's not. It's not a duck. I started role-playing in Red Dead Online with friends. You should try it too. Well, that might be a good idea. Dead to the World says, I tend to just beat low levels to death if they keep attacking me. Yeah, if they were, if they not just were riding away and they would stay and trying to shoot me, I would fight with them until they leave. But to me it seems like they misfired. They should let us have the cat in our camp. And it's a great idea, they should. Are there roleplay servers on PC now? Yes, there actually are some roleplay servers already, and even in Russian language there are some. They are far from being perfect, but they are. Hello there, hello to anyone who's joining stream, to Loiter. Okay, I just have to stop trying to read any nicknames. I'm not good with that. But anyway, hello you guys. Oh, here we go. A lot of ducks. It's kinda hard to hit the duck with the Mauser. without painted black. It just misses all the shot. Hi cat, I'm about your age and new to online gaming, says Redfield82. And from your nickname you are 3 years older than me. But still, I got up to level 100 in the last 3 months. I really enjoy your videos on to become a better PvP player. I've been doing story modes my whole life. Well, good to know. I'm not quite sure what the story modes mean, unfortunately. I'm not familiar with the translation. Isn't dual wield more accurate? Well, no, I believe it's the same accuracy. Is Madame Nazar from Russia? Definitely not. Definitely not. The regular game modes, in this case, was Arthur and John. Oh, yeah, makes sense now. Were you ever into Halo? Yeah, I was playing the first Halo when it originally came out. I was studying in the university, and instead of studying, sometimes we're going to the computer club. I'm not quite sure whether computer club is a thing, ever was a thing in the Western world, but here we had, since many people haven't had any computers and internet, we had these big clubs full of computers and people were going there, renting computer time and playing. So there we were playing in the first Halo a lot. It was kind of super cool game. We had computer clubs in the United States, so you know what I'm talking about. So. Okay, so somewhere here should be the treasure. Let's find it out. No, but it's probably on the other side of the river. Let me show you what I was talking about. Look. Up. And you see the arrow hit not in the part when I was placing the mark. That's the problem with the hunting with the bow, if you like trying to hunt animals on the run. You see? It hit the leg, but my mark on was the neck of the animal. So, are you playing on a PC? Yes, I do. That's why I prefer using rifles for hunting, not the bow, if I'm hunting from the horse. What do you hate most about PvP? I mean, a lot of stuff. It's not only one thing that I have mostly, but to be honest, after thinking about it, the thing that I hate the most is the fact that there is no people playing in PvP in this game, at least on a PC or on an Xbox. I have like really hard times finding any full lobby. So that's the biggest problem. Can players cheat on a PC? Yes, they can and they do, and Rockstar doesn't seem to care. There are extremely many cheaters on a PC nowadays, like a lot of them. And Freddy Beer 1 says, maybe aim a little higher after making the target, after marking. Yes, you can place a mark on the head, but still, when the deer runs, it moves like that at some point between your mark, his head goes down and the ass goes up, if you know what I mean. So sometimes, because of the arrow flying time, the arrow will hit not to the point where you was aiming, but to the other part of the body. Oh, here we go. We get the treasure. Hey. Do you have PS4? No, I don't. Are there any cheats on console other than glitches? Well, on console there is one bad thing. It's called Chronos Max, and in my opinion, it's close to cheating. So, and many people are using this in PvP. Actually, okay, so my wife tells me that it's time for me to finish the stream because we had a deal that we're gonna go for a walk now. And with that being said, I thank you guys for joining me, for watching this stream, and hope to see you soon. Maybe I will try to stream, you know, a little bit more in English after there will be actually something to talk about. And I mean, after we will get new content, I will definitely try to stream more often. But now, since there is not much to talk, I'm just, you know, I just made the stream just to say hello to anyone, basically. So, anyway, guys, thank you, спасибо, and goodbye.